Hi, this is Shadi, and today we will get to see a whole new side of Khabib Nurmagomedov. Easily one of the best legacies left behind in mixed martial arts. Very well known for his wrestling, particularly his lower body takedowns, his shooting on the legs, the doubles and the singles, and proceeding to maul his opponents. What he does is absolutely amazing, but today we'll see something completely different. We will go through a no-gi grappling competition, the Naga, I believe, league, and we will see that he will do nothing but upper body control and judo takedowns. I will just show you one single match where he does a variety of takedowns, and you can easily go on YouTube and search, Khabib Nurmagomedov no-gi Naga, and you'll get all sorts of matches and you can just enjoy them. But I will just show you one match, because seriously, one match is enough to show his no-gi judo skills. So without further ado, let's begin. So here the fight starts and Khabib immediately goes for upper body control. Here you see over and under. One is overhook and the other is around the back. His opponent tries to go with a forward momentum and Khabib catches it with a ken uchimata, or like a hopping uchimata. So before I start with uchimata, I just want to say that over and under hooks are no strangers to jiu-jitsu and judo. Because in the old days, where they assumed jigotai, or like a squatting sumo stance, they really resorted to over and unders. But as it progressed to shizentai, or upright posture, it was more like a sleeve and lapel, like a very loose grip, where they can do far more kuzushi, or unbalancing. So he proceeds to do uchimata, as you see here, which is the inner thigh reap. You can do it gi, no gi, obviously, as well. Also, you can see it in UFC or all types of mixed martial arts competition. So here you see, you can pull down and then get a reaction and finish with uchimata. Here's the ken variation that Khabib did, or the hopping variation, where you circle round until their balance is completely collapsed. So let's continue with the match. So here you see the fight goes to the ground. I really like this match. It goes like on the ground, stand up, on the ground, stand up. It was very dynamic and exciting to watch, and the variety of the takedowns. It's just a beautiful match produced by Khabib. So here you see Khabib is trying to do like a pressure passing with the head buried, and the fight goes back up again, over and under assumed again. So here you see, and here Khabib goes forward momentum and does a kosoto gake. Let's see it again. So here he is in the over and under position. His opponent clearly has zero takedown defense and doesn't know like how to defend particular judo throws, and here he catches him with an kosoto gake. So let's see it. So as Neil Adams describes gake, it's actually like reaping, but at the same time blocking the entire leg. You can do gake on the side of the foot, very similar to yoko gake, but you can do like kosoto gake, where you block with your entire leg and then like pull the leg towards you and make the opponent's leg go in front of them, as you put their entire weight on that leg and thus proceed to reap it from underneath them, or hooking it and clipping it from underneath them. So this is the mechanics of a gake in a sense. There's also other like small types of gake, like yoko gake, as I mentioned before. So here let's see it. Very similar to what Khabib did, but obviously with an over and under hook. Here you need to put the weight on that leg before you take it from underneath them. So here the fight continues. This is very interesting. He kind of like tried to go for like a kochigari, but he has that other leg still stuck, which also was like a kosoto gake again, or like a hybrid of kochi and kosoto gake, and again falls into the half guard of his opponent. Like I said, this is I believe this is the difference, like the main difference between no-gi and gi in terms of tempo of the match. It is far more dynamic, as we all know this. I'm not going to talk about heel hooks, but in terms of the rhythm of the match, it goes to stand up on the ground, stand up very easily rather than just very technical and high friction like in gi. So I like this style of match because not only you had that speed, but also you had very much controlled takedowns by Khabib. As he says, you know, judo is class. So here you see he's trying to pass the guard with a cross face. He cannot get it. The guy has very good guard retention, I must say. So here they stand up again. He has an overhook and a front headlock and proceeds to throw him with Tawara Geishi. So here overhook, underhook, and throws with Tawara Geishi backwards. Tawara Geishi used to be a very good defense for Morotegari, or the reaping with both hands. Obviously that's a thing of the past now. So here they shoot, you go down and then sacrifice yourself backwards with Tawara Geishi. So here is another angle. A lot of people said that they couldn't sprawl or they had no defenses for double legs. Well, you couldn't be more wrong. I talked about banning the leg grabs was a strictly political decision done to keep judo in the Olympics and to compete with wrestling in terms of popularity. So here's another example, or another angle I should say. So the fight continues. Khabib is trying hard to pass the guard, particularly like pressure passing, burying the head, and the guy has very good guard retention, I must say. Here again the fight goes back up again, like very dynamic, more scrambles, over and under. The guy tries to go for the leg. Khabib is not letting him do this, and then he goes for Ouchigari, fails, continues with like a Teiwaza, like a Sumi Otoshi. Here it's Ouchigari, fails, drops on his knees, and then here proceeds with his over and under hook to push him down. So here he tries to go for Ouchigari or major inner reaping. It's a classic, very effective, scores very frequently in judo, and you can easily do it in no-gi as well. He also does this on the cage, GSP as well, I believe. Ouchigari, easily one of the best takedowns you can do for self-defense, for no-gi, MMA, etc. He also, he fails, and thus following it with a Sumi Otoshi, or like a corner drop, but with an over and under, because trying to go for that Ouchi really broke the balance of his opponent, and it was very easy to continue it with like a Sumi Otoshi here. This is, by the way, Kiyozo Mifune's favorite takedown, the god of judo, 10th degree black belt. Let's see it again. As they lift their leg up to go down, this is where you throw to the front. So here he's in his full guard on the edge of the mat. The referee, I just want to say this, I don't mean to be like rude or something, but the referee seems to be very much out of shape, and I don't know, like, if I think it should be a criteria to have very athletic referees, because they themselves, train in jiu-jitsu, because obviously they need to know, but like he seems like very out of shape, and I don't think that's very healthy for the sport or for himself. Like, I'm not trying to talk badly about the guy, but I don't know him, but he seems to be like very out of shape for someone that does jiu-jitsu. So anyways, here Khabib's trying to pass. He has one leg still stuck. He gets it. The guy tries to turtle, but his arm is already caught for the Ude Garami, gets the tap, and finally Khabib wins. So this is a great match. In just one match, you saw how many takedowns Khabib was able to pull off. It was absolutely insane. In the octagon, he goes for more like shooting style for the lower body. Like, he shows his wrestling far more when there is striking, but I don't understand that quite. Why? Because when you shoot on the legs, especially when there's striking, you risk getting KO'd very easily. But when you control the upper body, you limit their striking, and you can go for a huge variety of takedowns, as we just saw. So I don't know why his first resort or first tactic would be to shoot on the legs rather than go for the upper body to control it. In self-defense, it makes much more sense to control the upper body, and in MMA where they're striking as well. So if you have anything else to add, let me know down below. Also, please consider supporting me on Patreon. I have exclusive content for the patrons only. And also don't forget to check out Josh Simon's shop and articles on his website. This was Shadi, and thank you for listening.